Patrick Duffy is an American actor and director widely known for his role on the CBS primetime soap opera Dallas, where he played Bobby Ewing, the youngest son of Miss Ellie, and the brother of J.R. Ewing from 1978 to 1985 and from 1986 to 1991. Born March 17, 1949, age 75 years, Townsend, Montana, United States. Spouse, Carlin Rosser, M. 1974 to 2017. Parents, Marie Duffy, Terrence Duffy. Children, Porrick Terrence Duffy, Connor Duffy. Height, 1.87 meters. Patrick Duffy net worth $20 million. Early life. Duffy was born in Townsend, Montana, in 1949, the son of tavern owners Terrence and Marie Duffy. Duffy is of Irish ancestry. During high school, Duffy was living in Everett, Washington, and attended Cascade High School. At Cascade, he participated in the Drama Club and the Pep Club, for which he was a Yale King. Academically, Duffy graduated from the University of Washington in 1971 with a degree in drama. He ruptured both his vocal cords during his senior year of college, but was hired as actor in residence, where he worked as an interpreter for ballet, opera, and orchestra companies in Washington. He also taught mime and movement classes during this period. In a 2021 interview with David A. Weiner, Duffy credits his sister, an international champion diver, with teaching him the necessary swimming techniques for his first career break. She became a police officer in Seattle. Career. Duffy appeared in a Taco Bell commercial in the early 1970s, playing an employee describing an enchilada. In 1977, he landed the role of Mark Harris in the short-lived television series Man from Atlantis. Following the series' cancellation in early 1978, he got his big break in the role of Bobby Ewing, opposite Barbara Bel Geddes and Larry Hagman, on the primetime soap opera Dallas. The show became a worldwide success. Despite its success, Duffy opted to leave the series in 1985, with his character being killed off on screen. However, with both the show and his career on the decline, he returned in 1986 in the infamous shower scene that rendered the entire 1985 to 1986 season just a dream. Duffy then remained with the series until its cancellation in 1991. He also appeared in several episodes of the spin-off series Knots Landing between 1979 and 1982. Throughout the 13-year run of Dallas, Duffy directed several episodes of the series. Along with Dallas fame, Duffy has also tried his hand at singing, and in 1983, he had a hit in Europe with Together We're Strong, a duet with French female singer Mireille Mathieu. The single reached number 5 in the Netherlands in April 1983. At the end of Dallas' run in 1991, Duffy began another television role as Frank Lambert on the family sitcom, Step by Step, in which he co-starred with Suzanne Summers. The series ran until 1998, and Duffy also directed numerous episodes. Also in the 1990s, he appeared in 2 Dallas reunion television films, J.R. Returns, 1996, and War of the Ewings, 1998, both of which he also co-produced. He has reunited on several occasions with many of his Dallas co-stars both on-screen and off, most notably for the nonfiction television special Dallas Reunion, returned to South Fork in 2004. Duffy later continued to act in occasional guest or voice acting appearances, including the series Family Guy, in which he appeared in a live-action scene with Victoria Principal as they spoofed the Dallas shower scene, as well as Justice League and Touched by an Angel. Duffy starred in the television films Falling in Love with the Girl Next Door and Desolation Canyon. In 2006, he began a recurring role on the daytime soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful as Stephen Logan. From April to July 2008, he hosted Bingo America, a partially interactive game show on GSN. Duffy reprised his role as Bobby Ewing in TNT's continuation series of Dallas. The series aired from 2012 to 2014. Duffy played a surreal double of Bobby Ewing in the experimental documentary Hotel Dallas, directed by artist duo Unger and Huang. The film premiered at the 2016 Berlin International Film Festival. On August 8, 2005, Barbara Bel Geddes died of lung cancer. Duffy had met Bel Geddes through his future father-in-law when he was a boy. At the time of his TV mother's death, he said, "When Barbara joined the cast of Dallas, as Miss Ellie, I considered her to be like Helen Hayes, Catherine Cornell, and Ethel Barrymore, a real name in American theater. But you'd never have known it. She exhibited no large ego because of her history. She'd schlep in and drop your jaw with every performance, whether it was drinking a cup of coffee, having a mastectomy, or losing jocuing. It was remarkable, her ordinariness, despite that pedigree. We called Barbara BBG on the set. She was the mama figure. Larry Hagman was obviously the prow of the boat, but he couldn't have functioned without a strong mother, and I don't think there's been a mother like her on dramatic television since then. People related to her because she was the epitome of compassion despite her own pain. Off-screen, she was a pistol. She cussed like a mule skinner, and she really liked to have her drinks. But she also had an endless capacity to include everybody that she loved, and that was the entire cast. Then, 7 years after his TV mother's death, at the revival of Dallas, he said, "Barbara is a big piece of our history, and it's important to me to honor her." To come back with Linda Gray as Sue Ellen and Larry Hagman in his JR hat, and then see the words Ellie Southworth Ewing Farlow on the gravestone made me think, oh, that's right, she's gone. The last thing he said about the revived series, without Geddes as one of the stars, through the whole first season, I don't think an episode goes by that Mama is not mentioned in reference to South Fork and the land. Personal life. Duffy married Carlin Rosser, a professional ballerina 13 years his senior, in 1974. She danced with the First Chamber Dance Company of New York. Her nephew is former Major League Baseball pitcher Barry Zito. The Duffys lived near Eagle Point, Oregon, with their sons Porrick, born in 1974, and Connor, born c. 1980. Introduced to Buddhism by his wife, Duffy converted to Nichiren Buddhism and began chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. He and his family are longtime members of the Buddhist organization Soka Gakkai International. On November 18, 1986, Duffy's parents were murdered at their tavern in Boulder, Montana by two young men, Kenneth Miller and Sean Wentz, during an armed robbery. Wentz and Miller, who were teenagers at the time, were convicted of the murders and sentenced to 75 years in prison. In 2001, Miller appeared before the Montana Parole Board after Sean Wentz recanted his original story and admitted that he, Wentz, was the sole gunman. Miller was denied clemency in 2001 but was released on parole in December 2007. Sean Wentz was granted parole in 2015. Duffy's wife Carlin Rosser died in 2017. In 2020, he entered into a relationship with actress Linda Pearl.